I'm assuming she has feet.
Yes.
Is that yes? But it would be a spoiler if I said something.
Um. Yes.
Right.
Because I could tell you about one direct feat, but I don't want to spoil the moment for you.
Right.
Let me think. Well, has Versio already explained anything about the others, or no?
Just that he and the old man are basically were given immortality, and the reason why he stops all the expeditions is because he wants to keep the immortality.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say yeah. So they're immortal. So that's a thing, and that's the excuse I'm gonna give for why Gustav didn't win the fight. I'm gonna ignore Gustav, being in that position. I'm gonna ignore the battle damage he took.
What? How it's just like you start the boss fight and it's just like one HP.
Fucking immortal characters, bro. Fucking bullshit. Hello, Sanel. Yes, you can continue. Stream's on. Let me think. Are there any? You are exploring the game, right?
What do you mean?
Well, like you're actually exploring the locations you go to, so that way you like look for all the stuff and everything.
I try to, but some of it's hard to figure out where I have it or haven't been.
I understand.
But if you're asking more in terms of am I doing like side missions and that, no.
I mean, there's not really a lot of side missions in the game. You won't have to worry about that. Yeah, hopefully things are going well with you, Sanel. I'm just talking to Kyle about the game of the year, more than likely, Expedition 33.
Look, that's either going to be Game of the Year or it's going to be like Doom. There's going to be like no other like they're going to put a couple of others, but that's literally what you're going to be up against.
I think it's best for the industry as a whole if Claire Obscura wins Game of the Year. Not necessarily because Doom's a bad game or because other games are bad, but
I think it should win just to highlight that you that the turn-based genre has evolved and you can do other things in the turn-based genre.
well, I was gonna say because I think it should be clear that it should be solidified that small studios and new IPs actually have a chance in the market. I've traveled back in time from next week. That's so silly. Hello, Jeremy. My theory is that Kratos and Doomguy are immortal. They can't die, but due to the game mechanics, they faint after the health bar is gone, or a hard hit may kill them, but they can regenerate and come back. No, I'm pretty sure both characters are confirmed to
No,
be able to be killed.
no. The Doomslayer officially dies in Dark Ages. He just comes back due to a ritual. And Kratos is unbelievably easy to kill. Like you can just ask Mangler next time you speak to him, especially if he's going to bring up novels. Holy shit!
Mangler, how easy is it to kill Doom fucking Kratos? Yes. They done T-Bait 30, T-Bait 30, I hope. Lord of Mysteries is going to be an anime of the year. It has 90 frames per second. You know you can't perceive 90 frames per second?
It's like anything. I think it's like what is it, 14 or 8K TVs. It's like it sounds nice, but the human eye can't perceive that many pixels anyway.
Yeah, it gets to a really fun point to where you learn as a person that you can't perceive what they're selling you.
So it's like even if they're telling the truth, it's like you will not be able to tell the difference, and your brain will tell you there's a difference, but there's really not.
I'm not gonna be one of those guys who claims the idea that oh, they're lying to you. I don't think they are, but I think it's important to understand that you can't perceive that.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, we're talking about Claire Obscure since I got Kyle to play it and he's been having a pretty bang up time with it.
Do do we give this for conceptual?
Wouldn't it be emotional? Like, do we just go? Is that the meta we go with now, where everything just becomes fucking conceptual?
Well, well, it's embodying.
Well, I understand that, but like, it's embodying an emotion. Wouldn't we just assume it's an emotion thing?
Well, it's a concept of an emotion.
I'll kick your ass. Yo, what's up? What up, miss guys? Hope you're having a great day. Sunday. I'm Newen. Do you mean Expedition 33? Of course I mean Expedition 33. That masterpiece of a game. Man, I've had 2 years of back-to-back bangers. It feels good. Also, yes, Zim, that sort of mechanic of this leader would be summon those guys. Well, we'll have to talk about that later, Newhan. So I am done with Claire Obscura, so I can talk to you guys and play Marvel Rivals again. But I also am planning to work on the video at night as well, but I will be able to talk more often now, since I'm in the editing phase of the video. Bro, that's China's Treasure, and it's really famous. It got a manhwa remake, and it's so good. The animation is better. 2 trailers and bang my balls. It's the best we are going to see. Praise the fool. Whatever the fuck that means, Sunil. I'm glad you're excited. Also, anyway, I did change up, I did get the old world leader down, and I did change up the humanity leader, because I didn't really like what the effect was going with. I really hope Claire Obscura gets a fucking art book or guidebook. I need lore. I need proper lore. I need to sink my teeth in this. I can't scale the game right now effectively. I'm missing so much information. Oh, make sure you talk to your companions at the campsite. There is a bond mechanic in this game, and I don't think they ever tell you about it.
No, I figured that out when I talked to SK.
The best boy. Second best boy in the whole game.
Can you help do this for me? Fuck you. I want my rocks first. Well, can you... I will be your pal, but if you want more, you have to bring me shit.
He's just like me for real. So, when I first met Versio, I was kind of like that Harry Potter meme where I'm like, how dare you stand where he stood? Oh, but yeah, no, fantastic game across the board. I'm so happy that someone actually made turn-based, like, RPG mechanics, like, completely, like, viable. Everyone loves it. I'm so happy. Soundtrack's fucking a banger, too. Again, just a fucking polished fucking game across the board.
Well, I think it's... I think it's more unique for the fact of, like, it's not made by a Japanese company.
I'm going to say something controversial here, perhaps. But I think not being made by a Japanese company is also what made it look prettier. Because all the locations are beautiful, and then I went back thinking to 16 and even 15, and I'm like, outside of Altissia, there wasn't any, like, scenic areas.
I'll tell you this, like, because I'm going through 15 again as well. 15's open area is kind of boring.
Yeah, no, it is. I think they could have streamlined the game a lot more. But to
no, absolutely.
that's every absolutely. Open world game.
But the problem with 15 and 16 has this problem, not to the same extent as 15, but when it comes to streamlining it, they could have just made like actual dungeons that give the illusion that it's open. Because when you do the story missions, it's hard railing you into those kind of sections anyway.
You're true. Too true. Hang on. Last stream I said I was dropping the manhwa because the character is high 1A, aka Outer, but they non-stop yapping, so I dropped it. That's Lord of Mysteries. I'm waiting for the anime, 86 chapters first season, 30 minutes episode. Nice. Levels is praising that game for its RPG mechanics when it's basically doing what Super Mario RPG has been doing for the past 10 plus years. Did Super Mario RPG have real-time mechanics in its fucking gameplay?
You could dodge attacks in Mario RPG, and I believe Paper Mario as well.
Oh, right. Paper Mario is a turn-based. To be fair, while dodging attacks is certainly nice, I think the QTEs are what make it more impactful.
But the problem is that, like, yes, while you can dodge stuff in those two games, do not try and compare that to, like, the dodge mechanics in this game, because dodging in Paper Mario is literally just pressing, like, the A or the B button.
This game actually has timing and shit and everything, like actual real timing, which fucking sucks because I'm pretty sure it's wrong half the time.
I'm pretty sure that, like, there's some of the time where I'm like, no, I fucking blocked that. You can kiss my ass.
You're going to be saying that a lot for the rest of the game. Have fun. Any Kingdom Hearts RPG series, Save the World. Why would we do that when we got teenagers for that? So, at least in Clair Obscura, they actually do a good job of giving you a reason for why the party goes at the way they do. But you don't have a bunch of teenagers in Clair Obscura. You're a bunch of fucking 32-year-olds except for Mael.
What is she? Is she 16 or in her 20s?
She's 15. Yeah. I didn't know that, but I found out through the usual fucking suspects that she ended up being 15.
What do you mean the usual suspects? What kind of sus shit is that? What does that mean?
So it means that people put sus artwork of her online, and then everyone in the comments is like, this is a fucking child, bro, because it's a 15-year-old. You need to stop. I think she's technically 16 to be fair, but I mean, that doesn't really make it much better.
Zim says technically 16 licks lips. Legal in France.
Actually, I think 14 would be legal in France.
I hope you're wrong about that, because if you can know that, that's fucking terrible.
Well, I know it because I think I remember in Archer they made a joke about that, or I think it was Germany. You've seen Archer, right? Like the earlier seasons. It's an earlier season episode where there's like the little kid trying to get like hit on Archer.
It's been a while since I've seen Archer, but I stopped Archer when he went into the coma, so I don't know if he's actually out of the coma.
Yeah, the series is over.
So the end well, or the end like most other series? Alright, but not great.
I can't find the ending online for free, but the ending is the spy agency gets torn down. Lana ends up joining, I think, like the CIA or like an official spy agency. And the world has a hit on Archer to take him out because he's too dangerous. So at the very end, Archer's there talking to Lana after she gets the job to take him out in the same apartment because I guess like he was hiding behind like the desk. She knew, but like the people who hired her didn't. And they're just kind of reminiscing about their times together before Archer, like as he walks away, he says, I'm gonna miss you yelling at me. And she says, I wish you would have said that 10 years ago. I think Archer and Pam end up going on the run, though. He does go with Pam. And the rest of them, I think, end up retiring and going to other things.
Barry's still alive, or did he end up having the final battle with Barry?
Barry is alive, but I don't remember if Barry is a fridge or not by the end.
Do they have a final fight?
I think they have a fight like in season like 12, I think, but afterwards Barry gets stuck in the fridge. So I don't know if he's still in the fridge by the end of the story. Americans, a child, Japanese. Nice. Well, yeah, Zim, heck, the whole press this button during special attacks to make more damage is what the RPG Marios have been doing on steroids, game more complex with each game with higher timing. I'll take your word for a new hint, but that doesn't sound right. And you want to know why it doesn't sound right? Because Nintendo didn't try and sue them for the gameplay mechanics. Look, I've said this before, but like American fucking standards of the age of consent are bullshit. Just because technically, like the one you
No,
think.
we arbitrarily said 18. There's no difference. It's weird because you can't in your country you can't drink until you're 21, but you can go to war and drive by 16 and 18.
So technically, legally, you can't be drafted at 16, but we ignore that for your patriotic nature.
No, I mean that's when you guys drive, you can go to war by 18, but you still can't drink.
Not legally, no. Well, no, I was gonna mention because again, like we talked about this before in the past, but like I've mentioned it. The age of consent is not 18 across the board in the United States.
Well, it's also like if it was like or 18 should be the point. It's like, well, then what's the difference between a 17-year-old a day before 18 and an 18-year-old, and then the difference between a 19 and an 18? You get into this like disgusting like debate.
Look, I don't feel like having those debates. Those are for debates like Seth the Programmer, who, speaking of which, actually released a big video recently because it randomly showed up in my recommended. Apparently, he made another Wally video.
Going back to the well, I see.
Yep. He's trying to make some money off of it. Motherfucker should be grateful he even made any fucking money on that shit. Just take a look at Minecraft and Roblox, tubers and streamers. I don't know what it is about YouTubers ending up with underage women, but that shit's fucking weird. Cause you would think there's not enough for a pattern. But then there is. And then you just have to question what the fuck is going on.
And it's usually the ones who play the very kid-friendly games for some reason.
Yeah, but for you guys, that's illegal. What specifically is illegal, Pimp Demon? I'm going to try and do the secret boss during the stream. Because I ended up level capping the game like at 80 apparently. Go figure. I just gotta redo the ending to get the proper ending.
There's multiple endings.
Relax. It's not like other games where you have to go do like a whole fucking like true ending bullshit. You get a choice at the end to pick your ending.
Okay, so is it one of those choices where it's like you know what the canon ending is, and then there's the other choice, or is it just like you don't know?
People online claim there's a canon ending, but the game itself, it does not confirm a canon ending unless I miss something. Because the achievement does, you don't get an achievement for the ending. My guess is that they always end up in some kind of twisted fandom, so they end up going down the rabbit hole that there's no way back. Well, I don't know about that noise. There we go. What the? Yeah, sorry about that. I kind of want to clear Claire Obscura's hidden boss. At some point, I'd like to stream this game for you guys, to be clear. Just not the first run through. Expedition 33.
Is there a new game plus for it?
There is a new game plus, yes.
Okay, that makes replayability way better.
Expedition 33 is technically called Claire Obscura Expedition 33. There's another game called Expedition 33. It came out at the exact same fucking time. Go figure. I am curious what choice you'll make for your ending.
So I'm going to ask you one question. I think I know the answer to it. We don't get Francois in the party, do we?
I'm sorry. I didn't want to be the one to tell you. You do not get Francois in the party. It might have something to do with the fact that he doesn't fucking move.
We can move for him.
But yeah, Newman, so I'm working on stuff for the card game on the side, but I'm going to go full steam ahead on it for a bit while I'm working on the book. Because I finally figured out how to do the intro for the Raiders Edge book. Finally.
You should have heard how loudly I howled with laughter when friends were like, "Can you stop sending people to bother me?"
Dude, I'm telling you, that's you, bro. I finished.
What me telling you? What me telling you to stop sending people to bother me, or me sending people?
You sending people? Nah, bro, that's you.
Does he say something like, "I thought you were gonna be lonely"?
You'll find out more about him when you do Escui's complete quest, or his character building interaction. Nice. Yeah, Boltstorm seemed like a good game. It was one of those weird experiments. Yeah, is Doom comic book canon or not? I'm pretty sure Doom comic book is canon.
No.
It's not?
No.
You heard it here first, apparently it's not. Yeah, have fun getting the beach outfits if you want them. I decided to fuck off on that shit. I was not a fan of the platforming.
I don't even know how to get the costumes for the other people. I just assumed those were the options there if you wanted to buy costumes.
Well, they're French beach outfits, so don't expect anything crazy.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
It's exactly what you think it means. Oh, hold on. That's a donation from Newhin, or from Pimp Demon. The fuck? Hang on. Alright. I'll leave that over there. Let's see. I saw a video where someone said Dagon is stronger than the Unseen Elder. What is your thought about that, Kyle? Also, Zim, next protagonist swap when? So, Kyle.
Dagon from The Witcher 1? No.
So, regarding protagonist swaps, I tried doing those with Mangler, and two issues have come up. Number one, Mangler's life has gone even worse since the last time his life wasn't completely intact. And number two...
What, has something recent happened again?
Yes. But to be honest with you, this last recent one is probably worse than the other stories he's told, except for the loss he experienced recently. I'll tell you about it off stream. I'm not going to air his dirty laundry on stream. I'm sure he has no issues with you finding out about what happened. It's not like...
No, you probably tell me eventually anyway, next time we're in the PC.
Yeah. Because he told me, listen, I don't mind listening to your guys' problems, but after what happened to me, I never want to hear you guys ever say your guys' problems are worse than mine.
Bro, I'm only gonna tell him this once. It's like his problems are like slightly worse than like mine currently.
This one was pretty bad. Well, Kyle, I'm sorry to say this, but Dagon is clearly stronger because this YouTuber I barely know said so. Yeah.
The only thing Dagon has is that he's immortal due to you having to destroy something in his arena.
Hey Zim, my life is perfect. What?
Other than that, like, Geralt can keep up and fight him, and Geralt gets one-tapped by the Unseen Elder.
You sure Geralt's just not being nice about it? My life is perfect? Well, that's good to hear, Pim Demon. I'm glad your life is perfect. Yeah, no, I'm just happy I finally fucking godlike an idea down for the intro to fucking Razor's Edge, because I've been struggling on that intro for a fucking month now. That was bullshit. Always fucking hate when that happens. You consider that you consider that bad? He considers the Jinns to be stronger than the Unseen as well.
Based on what? The Jinn. There are only 2 Jinns in the series, and we know of 3 feats that they have. One of them basically tears apart a small town. Another one could move a mountain, but that depends on how you want to take, whether or not you want to take the second-hand story. And then you have the one from The Witcher 3.
The fact one moved the mountain, apparently, is what he said.
I don't think this guy knows what scaling is, but if the Unseen Elder can one-tap Geralt, and Geralt can fight Jinn, and even though the one that Geralt fought wasn't an Earth Jinn, because I'm assuming the one that moved them out was an Earth Jinn, it would still be of comparable power. That would put the Unseen Elder above the Jinn and Geralt, which would be mountain level. But that's also if you take that story at face value.
Is there any reason you wouldn't?
Because it's an old legend about a wizard who had a Jinn captured.
By the way, that was $50, Zim. Oh, thank you, Pim Demon. I really appreciate it.
So it's real up in the air whether or not like the story actually happened, or if it's just like peasants spreading bullshit about like monsters. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I am trying to get content like back up and going. It's just fucking Claire was really good, and fucking recording audio has been a pain in my ass. I got the audio down though.
I'm pretty much at the point with the Rock Gone video where I might need to go and rewatch the series again, because once I realize that a couple of things have some fucking evolution boost, and now that I've got some numbers for that, I might actually have to go back through. They would still sit in the same tier, they would just get higher into that tier. I don't know if I just want to leave AP as like, they just get vaguely stronger, if I want to try and like put some numbers next to it.
Yeah.
We will survive.
Italian versus Alex Mercer. Well, kind of considered that
Zim?
Jin can only do that crazy stuff in its wish. Massive elite embodying electrocution. The fuck?
So the wish isn't what gives it power. The wish is something that it can do, but it could do those things without being told. It just chooses not to. Because technically for a Jinn to come into the human plane, it kind of needs to be kidnapped from the elemental plane.
Let's see.
Yeah, so go figure when you kidnap an elemental being from an elemental plane, they're not exactly the most happy of creatures. God damn, Sophie. Slow down.
Yeah, I remember Bulletstorm never got a sequel. It was always one of those games that people kept saying was really good, but I just never got around to getting a proper sequel. I hate that I'm level fucking 80 and I'm still struggling against some of these fucking bosses in the overworld, man. Like, I shouldn't be upset about that, because that means, like, oh, okay, cool. That means, like, the game, you know, properly factored things in, but at the same time, it's like, no, it fucking didn't.
You're really coming into your own.
He doesn't agree.
Are you saying that the game didn't factor in?
Act 3 is a massive fucking... Act 3 is gonna be silly is all I'm gonna say. I think it's the best way I can say that.
So you're saying that once I get there, I'm just going to give you messages like, wow, this is, like, fucked.
You're gonna be grinding for a bit. Thankfully, I have a method to get you level 80 in 2 hours. Roughly 3, as long as you don't suck ass. That's the good method.
Well, I don't know if I'm...
messages, but I'm trying to survive.
I don't know if I'm on track or not, but I've gotten to Act 2 and I'm not even level 20 yet.
You'll be fine. I think you'll be fine so far. Just make sure you start killing monsters. Okay, so the reason he says Dagon is one of the strongest monsters is because there's a statement that gods and demons are going to bring annihilation to the world, and one of those creatures is Dagon. Can Alex Mercer's ability work on Talion? Go for it, Kyle.
So that's a super vague statement for Dagon. And in the context of everything, it's a nothing statement. In terms of Alex's abilities on Talion, it should. But it just comes down to whether or not you you think Talion would be faster.
Oh, by the way, Zim, the Ronnie became 2 people after regenerating. Yeah, after you told me about it, I looked up the clip and I saw she bi-regenerated. Or bi-generated, I guess. I'm not sure what the term is right now.
Honestly, I'm still a little worried. I don't know if Lambda really has the power to stop Fodra's core. I mean, will absorbing all the Eleth really do it? There's no way to know for sure. I guess all we can do is have faith.
It takes a great deal of fortitude to say that. I wish I possessed the same kind of strength to protect Windor.
Come now. It is merely youth and inexperience that gives him such strength, Your Majesty. Remember that, Asbel. Countless trials and tribulations await you, and you must steel yourself.
Whoa, come on now, Captain Malik. There's no need to scare me like that. Is there?
There is truth in the captain's words. Enduring painful experiences would benefit you in the...
Yeah, I saw the new Final Destination today.
I guess you're right.
Oh, yeah.
I've never been thrown into a strange environment.
Did you like it?
And had my personality
It was
all
alright.
twisted up by it. I've never survived the misery misery of
That
coming
on
between a
par with
friend
4.
and a lover before losing them both. Perhaps transcending such hardships would indeed teach me.
Asbel, chill the fuck out!
All the more reason to focus on the matter at hand with Fodra's core. I will give it everything I have. Now who's with me? Wait, no one?
Hubert and Malik seem to have taken it harder than I would have anticipated.
Huh? Taken what?
They all started talking shit, and Asbel was just like, alright, fuckers, let's play this fucking game. I'm glad they brought the Ronnie back. Even though they only brought it back because people complained about the fact that the Ronnie wasn't back.
Huge open space all the way down here.
It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen.
This place is teeming with life. But why?
Solid Snake versus Hitman.
Does Hitman have any light speed feats?
I don't think so, but I'm sure Mangler will argue
It's
that
nice.
Hitman's like fucking stealth abilities would probably even the odds.
What's wrong, Pascal? You seem quiet.
I hate, because I know Mangler knows nothing about Metal Gear, but it's like,
Place is filled with
anything done in Hitman in terms of stealth is nowhere near the skill of like Big Boss and
Hey Pascal, come on. You're starting
like
to worry me.
what they're taught in Foxhound by Skullface and all that.
There's one thing that should be here, but isn't. Which is... humans. There aren't any humans here. Exactly. Look at
Hey,
how
Zim's only
beautiful
fan.
this
Hello,
planet
Melissa.
is with no people around. I think that's why Fodra's been trying to eliminate all the humans. And this place is the result. No way. The little queens were born from Fodra's core in order to protect it.
That would seem to match with what we've seen so far.
Remember what Fourier said about how creatures adapt to survive? Well, it looks like the core had that ability too. If humans were here, they'd eventually suck the core's eleth dry. I think Fodra is just trying to defend herself. So what does that make us?
From Fodra's perspective, we would seem like the very personification of evil.
Well then, it looks like the cavalry has arrived.
Humans. It is time.
Kratos versus Yuha. Yuha should take that.
Perish now. And prepare the way for a brighter future. I'm trembling. Why? Give form to my will.
Have you already started? You already got some of the expedition journals, right?
I got some of them.
Some of these journals you find, you just question how these fuckers made it that far.
Oh, you mean like the person who ate a fucking poison mushroom?
Yeah, you find out Escu's responsible for a lot of people's deaths. Yeah, that was not the only expedition he gave mushrooms to. Poor fucking bastards.
Like, I don't know why I took advice from him. He said that his friend ate the mushroom, but he negated to tell me that his friend was immortal.
Yeah. Yep.
I like how some of them are like about to have death happen when they do their journals, and other are just like annoyed, where it's just like, I died because of this very annoying circumstance. This is bullshit.
You're gonna like the alcoholic expedition if you ever get their journal. You're gonna like them a lot. I think you're gonna resonate with them.
What did they say?
So they discovered that they are actually better fighters when they're on the very edge of being drunk. So they continuously drink themselves silly. Not every journal you get is a dead journal. To be fair, most of them are, but not all of them. Sometimes you get expeditions like that one where they're just like, man, we are fucking G's. Let's fuck these guys up. They're a fun expedition. Great, now I'm in a fucking portion of the game where apparently I'm under-leveled even though I'm level 80.
Is his name Rainier? Does he have good scaling?
Yes. Kinda. Look, it's you know who else has a fun expedition? My mom. That's nice. Zim, have you watched the Crows vs. U-Hop video by Mr. Crafty Scales? No, I haven't yet. I need to start reacting to videos on members only, so that way, like, I can at least get some members only content out. I keep forgetting to react to videos. Problem is that there's not too much to fucking react to, you know?
No, the thing I think you'll feel this too. When you stop giving a shit about people's opinions, reviewing their shit just becomes redundant.
Yeah, I'm trying to get some content going for members only, so at least they have something worth paying for. But they don't recommend videos for me to review or like react to, so it's like, damn it. I don't actively go out and search for this shit. Oh, what the fuck? Zam, I meant to ask before, what's up with Mr. Beast? They told me he went to Mexico to investigate some weird ruins apparently not even archaeologists have access to. I mean, I wouldn't know what's going on there if that's true. Mr. Beast is, Mr. Beast, you know? Oh, I'm still somehow under-leveled for this content. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm pretty sure level 99 is the max fucking level. How am I under-leveled at 80 fucking 5? Fine, it's fine. I'll come back to it later. If I have to grind more to clear the extra late game content, I'm gonna have to drop the game for now and then come back a little later because I need to focus on other stuff. Do you agree with Naruto fans say Naruto's multiversal?
No.
But
No, there's no but. You've heard how far I think Naruto goes.
well, that's what I'm saying. Aren't you gonna mention that Naruto is technically universal? Because don't you scale him to uni?
Yeah, Uni Plus, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. Well, the way you're saying but is like I had like a multiverse argument in my pocket that I wasn't sharing. It's like, no, like I don't think the evidence for multiversal is good because I know what Noodles uses to get him to multi. The problem with it is that the Infinite Tsukiyomi doesn't work that way when the actual series got to it. Because the artificial Infinite Tsukiyomi in the movie, Road to Ninja, is technically a multiverse. As it basically takes you to other timelines. That's not how. When you get to the. So, you know one of those things where it's a retcon where a movie will set up how power works, but then when the series adapts that actual power, it doesn't work the same way?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's trying to have his cake and eat it too.
Let's see. I would still like to do some death battle reactions like TJ Combo versus Balrog and Goro versus Machamp.
I mean, neither me or Zim know anything about Killer Instinct and very little about Street Fighter, so there's not much we could help with that. When it comes to the Goro versus Machamp, it's going to very much depend on where you think Goro scales.
Naruto fans use Naruto games to scale manga and anime Naruto. Yeah, that's wrong. Well, I guess it's not entirely wrong. It's a case by case basis.
Depends on what's being used.
Naruto fans say Naruto games canned manga and anime. Kyle, go.
Depends what's in there, because again, I'm not against like some of the game stuff being used. Like, for example, you've got Naruto Generations, which gives you what Madara's actual Mangekyo ability is.
That's one of those abilities that once you realize what he has, him losing makes no fucking sense under any circumstances.
Oh, it absolutely makes no sense whatsoever. Because his Mangekyo ability is to rewind time. So it makes absolutely zero sense that he ever loses. Because by the time he's fighting Hashirama, he has the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. So he doesn't have any drawback.
Well, do they give a time frame for how far you can rewind it back?
A couple of seconds from the footage.
I mean, that's still enough to guarantee any fight victory
Yeah,
at that point.
so it makes no sense why he would lose. But at the same time, if you take Generations into account, then Killer Bee beats the dog shit out of Sasuke and Naruto and forces them to dance with him as he raps.
What the fuck does that have to do with the Mangekyo Sharingan?
It's in the same game.
That's all. You just wanted to mention that.
It's funny.
I'm like, okay, everything sounded pretty good so far. Yeah, and then he forces them to rap with him. Literally has
Not
nothing
rap,
to do with anything.
dance.
What?
Not rap, dance.
Well, at least he had some mercy. expectations back, you fucking bastard.
Die and rejoin the stars.
Kyle, do you agree with Korra versus Storm Death Battle? Didn't Korra versus Storm just have Storm winning? I don't remember.
Well, that I didn't quite catch that.
They're asking what your thoughts were on Korra versus Storm.
I don't fucking know Marvel. Like, if somebody told me that, like, Storm has some absurd feat, I'd be like, yeah, sure. She's been around for, like, fucking, like, 60 years. I wouldn't doubt that for a second.
Unfortunately, it's gone to that kind of point, yeah. I
Yeah, it's why I
don't know about the franchises for the episodes, but the animations for those episodes are nice. Oh, for Death Battle?
I mean, sure. Aside from, like, Marching and hitting the dab for no fucking reason.
But that is the reason.
It's a terrible reason.
Fuck.
Die and rejoin the stars.
How far will Cloud go in the Personaverse? Not sure.
With or without the Cydia.
Oh, right. I gotta give Gustav that one thing, actually. How far would Tom Bombadil walk to Mordor before getting bored? The fuck?
He wouldn't even leave the forest.
Can't even have 5 steps. I take it Tom Bombadil has an issue with being interested in things.
No, he's just not. He just likes doing what he likes to do, and if he's not interested in doing something, you can't make him.
Does he often give up on doing things?
Well, they try and give him the ring at the start of the book, and he's just like, nah, can't be bothered. And Gandalf literally says, even if he took the ring, he would probably just put it somewhere and forgets he even has it.
Why do
He doesn't care.
No, I understand that, but why did they even offer it him in the first place? Just to like see if he'd actually like react to it?
Well, because because he's pure, he's really nice, and it's like, this is a big burden.
Oh, so
And you seem to be really powerful. Why can't you take the Mordor? Because it's not my problem.
I see. Seems rather rude on Tom Bombadil's part, but you know what? To each their own, I suppose. Hang on, I'll take a look right now. Sorry. Alright, Zim, last one I'm going to do for tonight. I'll send it to you if you want to check it. Zim, let me ask you a question. Would you leave for a long journey leaving your sexy wife? I probably would not. The post might seem familiar to me, lol. Let me see this. Ooh, it looks pretty clean. I recognize that demon. Top 10 strongest monsters in The Witcher. He sent you a link to that video, Kyle. How nice of him.
That's nice.
Well, it's Tom Bombadil for you, and you know I'm right, Kyle?
What's that?
I think I was referring to the wife comment from earlier. Oh, I really like my L's ultimate attack. What was the strongest version of Cloud, Dissidia or Kingdom Hearts? I'm going to say Dissidia, but that depends on where you scale Kingdom Hearts, to be fair.
You fucking kidding me?
I find you again. I didn't think I'd see you again. Oh fuck, you actually have a lot of health. Oh yeah, I gotta go work tomorrow. Damn it, that's right. Forgot about that.
Yep, I feel that.
This cannot be.
After Sauron wins, Orc, sir, we should invade the forest. Sauron, I'm not dealing with that old coup. Meanwhile, somewhere in the forest, Tom is breakdancing. Isn't it after Sauron loses, he's basically just like finished?
Which time?
I've never seen a more tenacious foe.
I mean, like,
They must really.
oh right, well he gets beat multiple times, huh?
Please stop.
Yeah, are you talking about the
We hate them.
Are you talking about the Last Alliance, or are you talking at the end of Lord of the Rings?
I'm gonna assume those are two different groups of people.
Guys,
Last Alliance is basically the end of the Second Age, where they basically have a giant war in Mordor
I agree. The fight
to basically try
as well.
and pry the ring from Sauron and destroy it, but Isildur takes it. And then you have the one at the end of Lord of the Rings,
We're not here
where
to destroy
the ring is destroyed and Aragorn is triumphant at the Black Gate.
And that we're not the same as we were 1,000 years ago.
That's right, I forgot. Fucking Isildur ruined everything.
okay, everyone. Let's get to the core.
At Lord of the Rings, when Sauron should have won? What do you mean, Pimp Demon? Sauron never stood a chance. Sauron absolutely stood a chance, except against Faramir? Why does he get a pass? Kyle knows, I knows Kyle's. Where do you scale Ace from One Piece?
I need to read the Ace novel.
Probably the right answer.
Because, from what I understand, there's the face that the Ace novel gives him, and then there is where you think he should sit at Marineford.
Yep. Kyle scales One Piece basic bitch.
We have visitors.
Alright, let's fucking go. This conceptual shit.
Wait, ain't the whole purpose of Lord of the Rings is to throw the ring into the fiery mount of the volcano so Sauron won't get it? No. The volcano destroys the ring. They're throwing it into the volcano because it's the only way to destroy the ring. They're not doing it because of any other reason.
Yeah, because this is actually one of the things that they say in the book. Because they say, why don't we just throw it into the deepest depths of the ocean? I think it's either Gandalf or Elrond who says that, like, that might work for a time, but the sea will change and the land will rise and fall, and eventually the ring will be uncovered. And because the ring does have a mind of its own, it will find some way to get back to shore.
Can I possess fish?
It probably could, or a crab, maybe.
Kai, I have a question. Why hasn't Sauron, just smashed the opening of the volcano to prevent it from fucking keeping lava in there, or what?
Well, when you have hundreds of thousands of Orc, literally tens of kilometers of, like, so where the volcano is a several-day journey by walking from the Black Gate and from Kirapungal. You wouldn't expect anyone to be able to get through all of your patrols who are all over Mordor, sneak through either the Black Gate or get through the mountain pass, which has Shelob and all of her Spiderkin. Like, by all rights, there should be no way or reason anyone would even attempt to try and get into Mordor. So as far as he's concerned, it should have been foolproof. Because the only way he ever saw anyone trying is if they had the ring, they would try a full frontal assault from the Black Gate.
Ain't Sauron made of fire? Technically no.
No.
But the win is a win.
Wouldn't giving it to Tom be the perfect standstill? Yeah, but that makes
No.
it a boring story. Well,
No, because they say this too. It's like even if Tom took it, he might end up being like the last living thing there. But even he wouldn't even be able to stand against the Dark Lord.
What? I thought the whole thing about the character was that he was like so insanely fucking ridiculous that basically everything, like nothing could fuck with him.
No, it's literally he doesn't care. He's not affected by the ring, and he doesn't see any reason to interfere.
Oh man, all this time with the way you talked about him, I just assumed he was the strongest thing on the planet.
No, like people can make assumptions, but he doesn't have any like feats. Yeah, if anyone told you that, that's just pure speculation.
Let me see.
Yeah, we know like nothing about him.
Oh, thank goodness they decided to combine 3 of the most annoying bosses into one boss fight. Yay. What happened to my teammate?
There's a good question.
No, for some fucking reason, I'm missing my third party member. What the fuck is this? That's annoying. I wasn't expecting that. That threw my game off. Kyle, how long are you gonna stream for tonight? Probably like another hour. That's not true, Kyle. He did save the hobbits from the tree.
Yes, he saved them from Old Man Willow, and that's about it. Ha! Nice.
I kind of want to try voice acting again. Give it a shot.
As a daughter, it's now my responsibility to carry on Asbel's legacy. I must do everything I can to carry his hopes and dreams into the future.
If Asbel is your father, does that make Sharia your mother?
Yes. And Pascal is my big sister, and the captain is my grandfather. Hubert used to be my big brother, but if I'm Asbel's child, I guess he's my uncle now.
I see.
So you can be my new big brother, Richard.
Who, me? Your big brother, is it?
Well done, sire. You're the last to join the family and still nabbed the best position.
Would you like me to massage your shoulders for you, Grandpa?
Oh, that would be lovely, grandson.
Isn't it great? We're one big family.
To the right there, sonny.
Your shoulders sure are stiff, Grandpa.
You're getting a little rough there, sonny.
Your bones.
Damn. Am I indeed? Yeah, just have some fun with it. Alright, I'm gonna go. See ya. Larry Spent Demon, thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure. What if Gandalf took the One Ring? I think Gandalf himself says that he doesn't trust himself with the One Ring, if I remember correctly.
He would have the intention to use it for good, but he would basically become corrupted and become just as powerful as the Dark Lord himself, and he would just basically while he has good intentions, he would basically throw the world into a second darkness.
Maybe we should try not doing that. I can't do this boss fight without being able to fucking hear. I need the fucking sound cues. Alright. We'll take a break from Expedition for now. There's gotta be a way I can cheese Versio dying over and over again. Oh, this blows. I usually sleep in today. I say today because technically it's already Sunday.
So this is Fodra's core.
It's so much bigger than Phineas.
Look, they're all here.
What if Saruman got the One Ring?
It'd be the same result as if Gandalf got it.
Take my hand and we will live in peace. Together. I will. All of us will become one with you.
But I am not you. I am Sophie Lant.
Sophie.
Asbel gave me the name. And I will treasure it forever.
You aid humans, child of Fodra. Very well then. The choice is made. Very well then. The choice
Whoa!
is made.
Yeah! Oh,
We're up.
what do you know? It's an RPG where you have to fight a goddess and she's hot. Oh, say it ain't so.
What the fuck? Squid Games is getting the third fucking season?
That was a fucking second.
Yeah.
It's their natural order of protection.
What's she doing? I can hear her. It's like she's speaking.
Inside my mind.
Humans are not content with harmony. Instead, you treat the world like a child's toy and abuse it as you see fit.
My head is splitting apart.
We're gonna be okay.
What if Sauron got the One Ring back? Then he'd win.
Lambda,
Even I cannot hold her off for very long.
don't worry. Just leave the rest to us, okay?
I'm sure that we can reach an understanding with Fodra. We'll show her the power of a dream. If we can trust Lambda, then we can convince Fodra to trust us.
Alright, beat her ass. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure the whole point of the story is that if Sauron got the One Ring, everyone would lose. Although I'm pretty sure technically Sauron couldn't beat like everybody with the One Ring.
The only ones that'd be able to stop him would be the gods.
Yeah, wouldn't he then just and like they wouldn't really do anything to him, right? Because he would just stay like in like a lower plane or whatever.
No, no, like the gods are across the sea in the Undying Lands, but they've basically sworn to have nothing to do with like Middle Earth, so they're on their own. So as long as he stays in Middle Earth, like they have no reason to come after him.
Bunch of cocksuckers. Game Dante versus Netflix anime Sparta. It's gonna be Game Dante. Netflix anime Sparta technically uses technology for everything. For doodles. Naruto versus Netflix anime Dante and Virgil. Pretty sure Naruto's got that one. Oh, son of a gun! Oh, I'm not looking forward to waking up early tomorrow. Or I guess today.
What's up?
There's a meme where it's the paintress writing 33, but it's in Windows, so it's using Microsoft Paint to write the 33. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Right now I'm just taking it easy since I rushed through that game. It was a really good game though.
Gushing water. Aquarius spear. Rays of light shine upon. Rays of light shine upon us.
Yeah, beyond that though, everything else been pretty chill. One Piece is still fucking busting some stuff out, but the scaling chains game weird again, so we'll see.
Oh, fucking really?
Yeah, it seems the God Knights are scared of the people from Roger's crew. At least a couple of them are. And that would mean that the Admirals scale above them. Because Kizaru wasn't worried about fighting Ray League at all. Honestly, the God Knights should never have existed. I don't really understand why they're there. They just complicate everything.
Oh, God bless One Piece. I love the series, but man, it's one of those series that I love going through, but I fucking hate scaling it because it's a nightmare.
Yes, sir.
I'm still waiting for Inaru to return, and he's just going to throw hands with, like, admirals, and he's going to do well. He's going to have a statement that, like, I didn't train or do anything to get better.
They don't need to train. They have the power of friendship in anime.
Actually, that brings up a theory. So, do you think that we might have seen the first awakened Devil Fruit beat Inaru because of his lightning god form?
That makes sense, but I feel like there would have been a callback to it being an awakened fruit. We have
The problem is that like I Oda probably forgot because he tried to make it a point that like the guards and Impel Down were the first awakened that he showed off.
yeah. Did you just lose? Fuck, you almost did. She is
No!
beating your ass. Quick, Kyle, do something. She's just fucking beating your ass over and over again. Oh, did I tell you I refunded fucking purchase on fucking PayPal, and then my bank never got the $10, so I just lost $10 in the fucking ether. I was better off not fucking refunding whatever the fuck I bought. How powerful is live action Luffy? I don't know.
I haven't actually seen the live action.
Yeah, I never watched it. Fuck! All those fucking drawings of Commissioner Ewan are taking up storage now, and I fucking don't have time to fucking cut that shit out. I'm actually gonna have to pay Google for more fucking storage. What the fuck?
I gotta say,
Google wants to charge me $2 a month for 100 gigabytes of storage. Because Gmail's eating up most of my storage. Wow, I have a lot of fucking LinkedIn messages.
are you ready to witness the end of the story?
Oh, this is bad. If she absorbs the core's Alice, she'll regain all her strength.
Lambda! Now!
Damn, it's full power Asbel.
Lambda.
Here we go!
She looks so done when you do that.
We can definitely say at least like planet level, right?
Technically, the energy would have killed her if it wasn't for Lambda.
No, I mean for fighting Verdra.
Where are we?
Possibly.
Welcome. We are inside Fodra's consciousness.
Asbel?
No, I am Lambda.
Where's Asbel?
At ease, Protos Haste. No need to rush to conclusions. He is still alive. Unfortunately, even with my ability, I was unable to absorb all of Fodra. However, it did not end in failure.
Kyle, what the fuck are you doing?
I was able to capture her heart.
Not my fault.
Overrun by hate. The core should now return to normal, and in time regain its composure. Considering the way things ended, it may have been Fodra's own will to protect what precious life remains here. For now, I think it's best if I try to speak with her.
Who?
With the heart of Fodra, her animosity continues to swirl within me. I hope to understand her hatred, to melt it away, and eventually change it into trust. Who knows how long it may take? This could last a century or two, but we have the luxury of time.
That's so long. Does that mean that you will be alone all that time?
I no longer consider myself alone in this world. Not with a friend who can live forever.
Me?
Watch over me as time goes by, Protos Haste. Please, watch over my progress.
Ah, we're gonna guilt trip the immortal and staying immortal.
I will
Excellent.
start dreaming together with Fodra. In that dream, I hope that eventually we may form a kind of common understanding. Just as this man did for me. When we finally wake up, I think I would like to accompany her on a long journey and see the world. Now the time has come. I shall return Asbel to you.
Asbel!
Sophie.
He said he was going to dream with Fodra. Lambda. He said he was going to dream with Fodra.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Asbel, are you okay?
Yeah. I think so.
Why are you crying? Why are you crying?
From this point on,
myself. Against the humans.
alone,
I want to stop us.
all by myself, against the humans, that would destroy us.
We must decide on the Lord. You don't have to fight anymore. Everyone here
Hello, Kaizo.
understands just how you feel.
How you doing?
Please believe me. Your dream will live on. It will be treasured and passed down among their children. Come with me and we can watch over them. You and I together.
Together. I think I'm out of time now. Will you take what's left of me with you? Please. Take my feelings and my hopes for this world. Let it know how I felt. Little Queen.
Whoa!
Sophie. You're crying.
The little queen gave me all of her tears.
It's a bit jarring.
When Fodra is green once again, let's come back to see it.
Yeah, and better. I'm starting to carry games with masses, though, through Phase Rush. For some reason, his Q is so strong with Resolve Tree that he two-shots people even with only 100 CS. Yeah, I say Phase Rush. That's not what you fucking run.
Let's go home. To Affinia.
Man, this place looks even shittier than the last time we left it.
Pascal, are you sure you want to be dropped off here?
Heck
So you tell me you don't like Tails Detroit?
Time to take a look around the city.
You're going to investigate and see how the new Valkanist system is working. Is that correct?
Uh-huh, you got it. It would be totally irresponsible not to follow up. I know we take it for granted, but Pascal is really amazing. Mm-hmm. That's right, and don't you forget it. Keep those compliments coming. Ahem. Aren't you forgetting something, little sister? Huh? Maria, you came to see me. See you? Yeah, right. I can smell you from a mile away. How many days has it been since your last bath?
To be fair, we fought a god. I think I get a pass.
No, I give up. I refuse to look after you anymore.
Did she pick her with one arm?
Take a stray cat off my hands. Hey, let me go!
Sorry, but I am more of a dog person, actually.
Better scrub her down, just like you would a stray cat. Meow. Go easy on me, okay? Meow.
What the fuck?
You don't need my help to take a bath.
Jeez, little bro, you're scarier than Fourier.
Stop calling me that. My name is Hubert. Can't you remember that?
Okay. Hey, I know, I'll call you Hugh.
I have a theory, Zim. We know that both Jack and Errol love Kira, and Jack essentially kind of got Kira back to his side and defeated Errol in racing. So while the Dark Makers resurrected him through Dark Eagle off of his hatred for Jack alone, kind of like Eddie Brock with Venom. They don't really explain it a lot.
For me too.
Thank you for everything, Captain Malik. You too, Pascal.
Goodbye, everyone.
Until then.
Bye, guys. See you around.
It takes a lot of energy to tame a stray cat. So hang in there.
I like that detail. They did not need to do that for the costume.
See you around.
Will Errol survive all Dark Eagle off of pure hatred?
Don't forget to
Probably.
swing by Launt. Mom would love to see you. Don't worry. Besides, I'm sure I'll be back for your wedding. What? Don't tell me that. You still haven't talked to the poor girl. Like you're one to talk.
Damn!
At least I tried to talk to her. She just didn't really get what I said. Then it's no different.
Those two are so much alike. In the strangest of ways.
How are they alike?
Don't worry. You'll understand someday. Sharia,
Yes?
your relief work has been invaluable to us. However, I wouldn't want you to lose sight of your own happiness. It would be most tragic if an angel of joy, such as yourself, decided to abandon her own contentment. And besides, your happiness is Sophie and Asbel's happiness.
It's so weird
as
seeing
well.
Sophie as like an adult now.
Thank you, Richard.
It's a very jarring twist.
I just wouldn't feel right if I moved on and left you behind. I don't know. You kind of sound like a sore loser. Tell her how you feel. If you don't want to end up being a total loser.
Actually, will Jack try getting pumped full of Dark Eagle for 2 years because of his pure hatred for Baron Praxis? Probably. Well, no, because I don't think Jack would have started off hating him. I think Jack would have, like,
Well, all right.
aged into that
I think
hatred.
that's my cue to leave.
Bye-bye, Hubert.
Thank goodness you're safe, my lord.
I apologize for making you worry.
Huh. The Creus has wings like its king. It's like poetry.
It
How
rhymes.
precious peace is. I want to build a future for Windor, for Affinia, and for Fodra. There is more than enough prosperity to go around now. But I still have much to learn before I make that dream a reality. When peace is restored, I'd like to see more of the world. Asbel, Sophie, when that time comes, will you accompany me on that journey?
It probably makes him look more and more like William Afton.
Sure. You know it. Whenever you're ready, we can all meet once again at Lawn Hill.
Okay. All right, I must be off. Thank you for everything.
Well, I suppose I should get back to my relief work.
Oh. Yeah, right. Good luck out there.
Asbel, you pussy.
Well, bye. Asbel, what about your promise?
Sharia. I know I'm always really bad with words. But
I kind of like how his eye still has Lambda in it, so to speak.
if it's okay with you, I want you to come live with me. I know you have a lot of things to do, so I won't ask you to come back immediately. I'll be the one, waiting for you to come back home this time. Sophie and I will wait, for as long as it takes. All right?
Asbel. Sharia, last night, I had the strangest dream. I was playing with a child that looked a lot like both of you. And after a while, I finally figured out who he was. He was you and Asbel's great-great-grandson.
Great-great-grandson. Damn. That's lots of your
Tell me,
lifetime.
Sophie, would you be happy if that dream came true? Will it come true? Well, it just might. I would be so happy if that really came true. That's good. Sophie, Asbel, when I come home, I'm gonna make you all of your favorite foods, but only if you promise to heat everything up. Deal? Mhm.
Bit of a rush ending, but you know, that's fine. Oh, hang on.
Yeah, fact free.
It seems we have some artwork of what happens after the fact.
She's wearing the wrong thing, but that's fine. That's forgivable. It's alright. It's like when Tails of her eyes got it wrong and Dolahim didn't have 2 eye patches.
Yeah, so sometimes you just have to let it slide. fucking bird looks like a fat fuck. Damn. Alright, so the captain's doing well for himself. What the fuck?
Let's glaze the captain more. Yes, I'm for it.
I guess you gotta make the captain's life seem a little better, considering the fact that, you know, the love of his life fucking died.
The game establishes that he fucks, and often. I think he does well.
You think he does well, Kyle? You think all that fucking and all them bitches replaced the woman he lost? Welcome back, Pimp Demon. We've reached the end of our journey with Tales of Grace.
Grace is F.
Oh, it was actually Grace's F? That's like the whole story? It was a good journey. Oh, fuck, there actually is more. Oh, is that Richard? I could recognize those bunny ears anywhere. I could see that. No, it wasn't. It was a good journey, Pimp Demon. It was a fun journey. So, if Richard takes a big brother, well, does that mean Asbel is technically his new dad? Did the family dynamic just get really scuffed because of the only child? Alright, so...
I'll watch over this world forever.
Anime scene, let's go.
Oh, is there one? Oh, there is. Oh, her playing with the kid.
Once there was a young boy who discovered a lost seed. He planted it in his yard, and he took care of it every day. Over time, the lost seed grew up and blossomed into a beautiful flower. What do you think happened to the seed after that? It turned into a bright, shining star that watched over everyone. This was its way of thanking the boy who had been so very kind to it. Which star was it? Well, it's the one we all know best. Our favorite star of all.
The game doesn't really mention this, but if that's the great-great-grandson, more than likely Sophie and Asbel are not Sophie. More than likely Asbel and Sharia and the others are dead.
All of them. Point. Yeah.
No, because there's a case to be made that Hubert might still be alive, because I think he was like 5 or 6 years younger.
Something like that.
OMG, it's Reinhard. Wait, a triple marriage? That's impossible. Wasn't a triple marriage. What the fuck? So the story's over for another Tales game. And it was still better than Final Fantasy 16.
What a surprise.
So, Kyle next week will either be playing Far Cry or what was the other option?
We're going to be finishing up the Storm series.
Right. We're doing the Storm series next week. Right. Yeah, you're right. Next Tales game is never happening. We'll probably do Berseria in like 2 games from now, probably.
I'll just have to see, and Zim will have to try and see how I can do the same thing with the PS5 that I did with the PS3.
Oh no, not again.
What do you mean, oh no, not again?
Not again. Not more tech shit again. No. You know I still wake up in a cold sweat some fucking times when like I'm touching a wire?
Why?
Because I may just wake up like, Kyle, no! You fucking left me fucking scarred, dude.
That's cruel.
Yeah, you're right. You are very cruel.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I didn't do anything to you.
Is that what you want to say? Is that the story you're sticking with, you fucking animal?
No.
But alright. Next week we'll be kicking off Ninja Storm 4. And now that I've beat Claire Obscura and I'm just doing extra content, I can start streaming a little bit during the day on weekdays. So we'll probably stream The Coffin of Andy and Lele since Chapter 3 did come out and I'm meaning to play it. And I haven't gone through any spoilers for it, so oh boy. I'm excited for that one. And beyond that, I think that's about it. I will be working on the video as well. I have the audio done, but the editing is taking longer than I would have liked. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'll have it out by the end of the month, because fuck me. I have been slacking on the first half of this year. Good lord. Alright, that's fine. I just gotta write like 3 books by the end of the year. It's not a big deal. Alright, so Kyle, do you have anything you want to talk about, or are we good to call it there?
How much time do we have left?
5 minutes. I think we're good calling it there for today. So, with that said, the only other thing that might end up being streamed on this channel is I can technically stream the new Doom game if you guys want to watch that. But that's about it for now. Because I don't really care about Doom's story enough to try and experience it. Believe it. I don't understand what the fuck that means, Jeremy. But okay. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for your time as always. Have a nice day. I'll see you guys on the next stream or video. Take care, everybody. Have yourselves a nice night.